figure.
Some people say it's the
No, other than.
Scandinavia of North America.
You know, they had put me on.
It was beautiful out there, just like
You know,
in the summertime.
Where was it? You went to St. Catharines.
Yeah.
It's not so beautiful.
It was a nice day, like.
Oh, yeah.
The view of the lake, you know, you're driving,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true,
like,
yeah.
you know.
We get the lake every day here, though.
Yeah.
And
Does
I
that
do-
make sense for us?
I had.
It was, I thought a nice.
I'm going up on the 12th.
Because of, you know, the.
It's not gonna be fun at all.
Your meeting's going.
All right, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. We could run this one with a stopwatch, I think. Curriculum, okay. First thing is the out-of-state travel request, the one from the cross-country team. I mean, it's all paid for out of funds they raise themselves. And there's the soccer thing, the annual Car Ferry Cup with Ludington. It's the second year they're gonna be in Ludington. And there's 44 people going, but it's all covered too by donors.
Yeah.
Yep. Is there any discussion on that?
I think it's great that the kids get an opportunity
I think
to compete out of state, and I'm all for it.
I don't think they win though, do they? Have they ever won one?
That's a strong team in Michigan.
We we have challenges against our Michigan competitors.
Yeah.
That's a strong team.
Caught him. I didn't even know I had him as a student and then some, but I didn't know he was a soccer guy. He was a hockey coach. Yeah, I know he is. So is there a motion?
Move to approve both travel requests?
Could we put these in the consent agenda? Would you be willing to do that? Because I don't think there's a lick of controversy on these. All right, is there discussion on the is there a second on the motion?
Second.
All right, is there discussion? Tony already did. He said it was a good idea, but
I like it, yeah, and cross country's going to Illinois, it looks like. Not Michigan.
yeah, that's true. 35 kids in cross country is pretty impressive, I think. Yeah. Okay, hearing no more discussion, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. The next thing is SEL resource proposal. Yes, that's the behavioral thing. Want to talk to that, Katie?
Sure. You should have a copy of the resource adoption that we had a group of stakeholders reviewed a number of options, and this is the one that they decided to bring forward. So our 4 middle school counselors, along with Nirmana Tarilich, who's our mental wellness and safety coordinator, and Lynette Seminar, looked to find a resource for our middle school population. So to give you a little background, SFA has the Getting Along Together social emotional curriculum that is embedded in the curriculum with literacy. And really what Getting Along Together does is it gives, it provides strategies for students who are struggling. It provides a common language for students who need some coping strategies, decision-making strategies, those kinds of things. What happens at the middle school level is they reference Getting Along Together, but it's not embedded in the curriculum as it used to be. So given our focus on improving student behaviors, this team felt like it was important to find a resource that was incredibly compatible with Getting Along Together, so has all of the same learning and performance standards, uses a lot of similar language to Getting Along Together, but it will provide a resource for our teachers to utilize during the advisory time at middle school in order to really continue to build those middle school social and emotional behaviors. Where it's just, that piece is missing. So what middle school SFA assumes is that our kids have had 6 years of SFA and Getting Along Together prior to coming to the middle school. But we have a group of students who now will be having, we'll get some 6th graders that have had one full year. We'll have some remaining 7th and 8th graders that have had one full year, but that piece is missing right now at our middle school curriculum. So
Kathy McLaughlin, who is our middle school person for SFA, she was the one that initially suggested we take a look at this one because she had a school out in South Dakota middle school that had a lot of behavior
Similar.
problems. And they saw within 2 years of a reduction in their discipline referrals, and they really felt like a lot of it was to do with the focus on this and this resource. So really, an SFA person brought this to our attention for us to take a look at.
Yeah.
So is this is a course?
It's a curriculum.
It's a
So
curr-
it will be
yeah.
taught as part of advisory at the middle school level. So students start their day in a smaller advisory group, which is part of a typical middle school model. And they go through, daily announcements and all of those, the lunch menu items, and then
Okay.
they'll do a mini lesson on some of these strategies.
So we're not asked, that would have come to personnel, but we're not asking for any more staff with this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't this, if I remember right, recently on an agenda in the general meeting where they were looking to go like learn about it or something?
Oh,
That's web training.
that's the
so-
transitions program.
Yeah, so the training staff to have mentors at our middle school level, at our high school level. That when kids transition in for sixth grade, then we've got eighth graders who lead some getting to know each other activities. That's that.
Okay,
Component?
yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
different than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for all kids.
Yeah, I thought it was at School Connect, but maybe.
When are
Go
we
ahead,
getting
Master.
a copy of the content in this course?
It's linked.
It's all linked, if in your agenda, linked right on this resource doc, so
Okay.
you should be able to access that.
Yeah, is that, I tried looking at it and I don't know if maybe IT blocked me out because I never took that training,
Where's
but
the link?
there's that
Yeah.
School Connect, is that the link?
Oh,
on
I see.
our course description?
There's also another link, on a few pages into the proposal that gives the scope and sequence, and it gives some sample lessons.
Okay.
Could we have that, could we have the link put on the
So what I'll do
agenda?
right now is I will share it with each of you independently, so you have the hot link for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because I meant to bring that up.
How will you do that?
I looked at it yesterday and it just kind of grayed out. So it's like it pulls up the link, but then.
Oh, you couldn't get onto
When I
it.
click
I
it-
wonder if there was a website issue or something maybe.
Let me, I'll send it to you right now.
So when it says book resource adoption, there's no book to be adopted.
Correct.
Correct, it's a resource.
It's a
Yeah.
online resource.
Yeah, the link doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
We've been having
Mr.
issues.
Chancellor said it for us, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay.
I don't worry.
You'll have it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Been having some issues with external links, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if
I
that-
don't get it, but.
That's the IT issues.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think, we've been waiting for things like this for some
Again,
time.
an attempt to be more proactive. Middle school behaviors were amongst the area of, I think, greatest concern this year. So I know this team was excited, and something that both Washington and Wilson would do in companion, I think is great.
Yeah, the fact that you got all these people together and, came up with this proposal, it's good.
And it has support from like Lee said, from Kathy McLaughlin, the SFA facilitator. So it's nice to know that schools that she's supporting in other parts of the country are having success with it too.
Yeah, that's good.
Any other
So,
questions?
yeah, is there anything else? Is there a motion to refer this to the board? With the link, probably on the agenda?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
We can make sure that
We
works.
can make sure it works.
okay,
I would move to recommend it to the board for approval.
okay. Is there a second? Yeah,
I would table it, so could I say?
you would?
Yeah, I wanna look at the link. I wanna look at the content of it. I'm probably.
Well, but we're
supportive
just
of it.
recommending, we're just recommending. If at that point you get the link and you say, I can't vote for this in board, but I think we should recommend it, shouldn't we? Tony?
Well, I mean, I could see Matt's point, like I would be reluctant to just push something along without, fully understanding it myself. I mean, I'm just glancing
But the
through it right now.
concept is really pretty well described here.
Well, yeah, so Lee, is this link that you sent, is that the only content that's available on this?
I know there's two of them, so there's the course, under course description, that's a link to School Connect's website. And then down towards the bottom, I believe it would be like page three or four. There's under School Connect, under pros, there's a scope and sequence of the curriculum that you can also link on.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate getting this. I would have liked to have access to it yesterday when I was getting ready for today, just like
We thought you did.
Yeah, no,
We'll get it. I get those links. We gotta have a system to triple check links apparently.
Have somebody let us know if they're not
Even
live.
if I could second.
yeah, I'd probably request more time just to make sure I could review it at least before I pass it along. So,
You want to implement this in the fall, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as long as it would be passed by early August, because it is a subscription-based thing and it won't require a lot of like shipping, or we won't be waiting for it. So if you would like us to just give you more time and deal with it next month, that's completely fine.
Okay, so is that the feeling of the committee?
I'd be for it, I just gotta see it, but I
Sure.
don't see it. So if you, I clicked on your email now and it's still not giving me any more than what I was at.
So we
So
can
the link's
play
still
around.
not working?
We can play
it's working
around.
for me, yeah,
It did work for you?
it did, yeah.
Okay. Matt, what I'll do is, under the scope and sequence, I'll just send it to you separately
Okay.
so that you can read it.
Good for me.
Should I click on
It did for me.
it? Thank you,
Are you good then on that?
I have it now.
Okay.
I moonlight as an IT guy.
Okay, so what's the sense of the board? Put it off
Why don't you guys force it through and put it into the meeting, the main regular meeting, and then we can bring up our concerns then, so it's forced through. But
well, but there's only two of us that's gonna vote
You can
for
put
it.
it as it
If you
is.
vote against it,
Yeah.
then the motion fails, so.
It would fail, but you could bring it
bring it.
forward as on.
Oh, we could bring it ahead. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the agenda then. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm taking notes. What's happening?
So we need to take a vote.
There technically is a motion on the floor, so there should be a vote.
Yeah, there will be a vote, so
Right now I've got that Chris Abel made the motion to recommend the full board.
I seconded it, yeah.
All right. So
All right, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, opposed? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Thank you, minute taker.
That's good.
All right, onward.
Can I have a point of clarification? Because we just discussed a minority can still advance it?
Right.
Do you have to acknowledge it at this meeting, or can it be done then, or?
No, you do it, you actually do it at that meeting.
I can say,
It just
we
can't
didn't
go-
I
come
was
up with a
thinking for
recommendation,
agenda-wise,
but
I
but
wanted
it's
to
on
make
the.
sure
Right,
that I
right.
understood.
It just can't go on the consent agenda.
Yeah,
So
right.
we,
It's not
It's
coming.
under new business.
new
Yeah.
business.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Just a blue-
we have two book adoptions. The stats and the forensic science. And it seemed to me, we talked about this, it's been over a month now.
Oh, yeah.
since they've been out
Yep.
to be reviewed by the public, so it seems to me, unless something hasn't come up, that this committee could recommend that it be put on the consent agenda.
I would make a motion.
All right, is there a second? All right, is there any discussion? I mean, the whole forensic thing, I wouldn't mind taking that course.
You want to borrow the book?
It looks, well, I might, yeah, it looks really pretty interesting, doesn't it?
You could just watch Bones.
I could.
CSI.
but it does look like an interesting course. So is there any discussion on the motion?
No, just the two topics of discussion are AP statistics
Yep.
and forensic science.
What's gonna be controversial about statistics?
Nothing, no, I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that we know
yeah.
what we're approving.
Yeah.
It's on record.
And the motion is to
Move them on a full board.
move them onto the full board and put them on the consent agenda.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, it sounds like they've both been open for review for.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Over 30.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Was there a second? Did I miss it?
Yeah, I was the second, I think, yeah. I think it was the second.
Trying to keep up here, not doing great.
All right, the last thing.
And this is really just a heads up, is around the academic standards. Last year when I had you all do, or we, I guess, had you all do that, the conversation was, gosh, there's a lot of these, so it was a quick, tight turnaround thing. So really, all I'm doing is providing you with a memo. We're gonna put it in the director's report, but it's basically, it's our statutory responsibility each year as a district to approve the standards that we're gonna be teaching at all levels. So that memo will be sent in our director's report, but we didn't want to, we're not taking any type of action on it until August. We just want you to have it well in advance. So this is just information only for right now,
Okay.
letting you know that.
Yeah, it wasn't on the agenda.
Correct.
And I wondered why.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we are.
We talked about it,
Yeah.
yeah, because we're sending it out just in a memo on our director's report.
Okay.
And then it'll give you a month to look at any standards or ask any questions about.
And the links are all here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I have here you go, Chris, I have a hard copy of it.
It's a good reach.
So that won't even go, we won't even put that on the agenda for this coming.
Yeah, no, it doesn't require, that's why we didn't,
But
because.
This is just a heads up. Yeah.
Correct, correct.
So we'll take this up.
Information in August.
Yeah.
It'll be on this agenda in August too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay,
That's
Double
it.
thumbs up.
so anybody move to adjourn? Fine, look at that, man. You move to adjourn? All right, all those in favor, aye.
You need a second.
I second.
Do I? I thought you didn't need a second.
You need a
for an adjournment. All right, we got Tony and Matt. Any discussion? Hearing none? All those in favor? All in favor?
We might have to budget more time for the next one because we also have we'll have our data report for the year too.
Oh,
August will be.
August will be a
definitely
little
heftier.
after. than
I do just want to also put a disclaimer out. We will, if the forward results are
Yeah,
available.
they're supposed to
So
be, but
they're a little bit delayed because they changed the assessment a little bit, so the scoring of it's taking a little bit more time. So we're gonna wait for that to give all the data, so.
okay, okay.
So August might be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Like,
Matt,
Are we gonna know in August, or isn't it embargoed for a while?
It's not like.
we won't know report cards, but we'll know our results.
yes,
We can share forward
Yeah.
scores, just not overall.
We did vote to adjourn, but Matt wants to, Matt wants the floor for a minute.
Is the forward
A
score?
component, yep. That and ACT, it's just how those scores are compiled using the state formula for report carding, which is how that gets embargoed for a little while.
I just wanted to tell everybody here, thank you very much for your hard work getting the information ready for the special meeting we had last week. That means a lot to me that you guys had a good turnaround, even though you had training. And I'm just very proud of you for doing an excellent job preparing and articulating your points very, very well last week. And that means a tremendous amount that you have the back of the superintendent and the best interest of the school district in mind when you gave that presentation. And it was very informative and very direct, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you very much to all three of you.
Cool. Yeah, tell us about the conference you went to.
Oh.
oh,